Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, as I'm sure you can tell by the title, I'm doing a everyday get rid of me makeup routine type thing, because recently I have changed up my makeup routine and I've been really enjoying how it looks, because I've done like a glowy natural kind of makeup routine and I really love it. So I thought I'd share with you guys today because in a few of my videos I've like mentioned it, so I thought you guys might be interested to see what it is. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you give it a thumbs up and go and subscribe. I really want to try and reach 1,000 subscribers soon because that's like the biggest milestone. So yeah, make sure you go and subscribe if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's get on the video. Okay, so first things first is I start with my eyebrows. If you guys know me, you'll know that I barely do anything to my eyebrows. I like to keep them pretty and natural. I also need to pluck them, which I probably should have done before I started this video, but it's fine. Anyways, for my eyebrows, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. brow pomade, and mine is in the shade light brown. I really like this because it's super easy to go on. So yeah, and then I'm also just going to grab my Spectrum A24 brush. So I'm just going to start. I've also got this really cute little Alice in Wonderland mirror which I'm going to use. So I'm just going to grab the pomade, and literally all I do is just kind of, I basically just make my eyebrows a little bit darker, because as you can see I've got very light eyebrows. So I basically just use it to make my eyebrows darker. I don't really do too much to the shape. I kind of just follow my natural shape and then, yeah, make my brows darker. So that is what I'm going to do. Okay, so that's my eyebrow done. As you can see, there's not much difference at all. It's just a tiny bit darker, and that is literally it, because I don't like to make my eyebrows too obvious. So yeah, but I'm now going to do this side and I'll be back. Okay, so that is the two eyebrows done. Like I said, very simple. I do add brow gel, but that's not until later on. So next is time for my BB cream. I've been enjoying putting BB cream on lately because I don't like to use foundation too often, only if my skin's really bad or if I want to go for like full on. But I also don't want to have to use concealer everywhere, so that's why I like to use this. Mine's in the shade light, I think that's what it's called. I don't really know. And then to go with that, I'm just going to use this Spectrum A03 foundation brush. I never used to like these brushes, but I've actually been really enjoying using it. And then where I put it, so I put it around my nose because that's usually where I get a few blemishes, as well as my chin, because again, more blemishes. And then just a little bit up on my forehead and then down my nose. So I'm just going to blend this in. I really like this BB cream because it's not too full on, but it's also like covers up the blemishes nicely. And voila, that is it done. As you can see, it's not really done too much, just kind of covered them up a little bit and made my blemishes less red. Now in this makeup routine, I don't always use concealer, but I am going to use it today just because my under eyes aren't really treating me the best at the moment, honestly. I didn't get much sleep last night, so my under eyes are a little bit red, so I'm literally going to get the tiniest little bit and just dot it, literally a bit there and a bit there. And that's it. And this is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 05, my all-time fave concealer. I forgot to put my beauty blender, so instead I'm just going to use this brush. It's just a Harry Potter foundation brush. So I'm just going to use this because, like I said, I forgot to wear my sponge. So a bit there and a bit there to sharpen. Next up is powder. So for powder I use the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I feel like everyone who does makeup knows best powder, because like a few years ago this was like all the rage. This is in the shade 003 Peach Glow. I also just realised my nail varnish is all chipped, so I probably should have done something about that. So I'm now going to use this Harry Potter brush again, but this is a like fluffy brush. I'm just going to put that underneath my eyes just to set the powder under my eyes so it doesn't crease. And then again the other side. And then a tiny bit on my forehead, just so my forehead isn't as shiny, because I did also put on moisturiser as well before I started this. And then a little bit on my chin, just to matten my chin as well. Okay, next up is bronzer, and this is my fave bronzer ever. So this is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I love this, and when I tell you, it smells incredible. It smells like the beach, coconuts, summertime. Oh, it smells amazing. I'm just going to grab my Spectrum A05 like little slanted brush and just put bronzer on. I like to go reasonably heavy, not heavy the bronzer, because it's a very light bronzer, so you can kind of put on quite a bit, but I like to look quite bronzed, so I'm going to put it on my cheeks, and then I bring it up to my forehead and kind of like a little like C shape, I guess you could say. Obviously because I've got quite pale skin, I loved like a little bit extra bronze, you know. And then I just add a little bit down the centre of my nose. And then I like to bronze my jaw just a tiny bit. I don't really do too much on my jaw just because I don't want it to look like a foundation line. So I just kind of do it a tiny bit, you know. And then go. Next is this, which I love. So this is Harry Potter golden snitch, which my mum got for me. It's from Boots and it is so cool. It's like a golden snitch and you open it up and it's got a bronzer, a blusher and 2 highlighters. I literally love this so much. So for this I'm going to be using the blusher and then this mermaid brush. I actually got Home Bargains years ago, but I really like a blusher. And then I'm just going to put my brush in the blusher and put a little bit on my cheeks because I just like to have a little bit of a pink glow. Nothing too much, but I just like to, you know, because I like to be bronzed, but I also don't want to look too washed out. So I just like to add a bit of pink. I never ever used to do blusher, but now I always do blusher. And voila, again, we are done with that. The next step I've actually been really enjoying doing recently, and this is highlighter, because normally I just use a powdered highlighter. I actually really love the brown and the bronzy highlighter, and this one, the golden one, and I often mix the two. But recently I've been really enjoying using this. Which is probably like years and years out of date. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. When's the expiry date? I don't know, but I've literally had this since I was probably like 12. But it's this W7 Strobe and Glow highlighting stick. If we kind of focus, there we go. And then it's just like this little highlighty stick. You can like swivel it off and stuff. And I also use this sponge, which is like a contour highlight sponge. Bone. I know you're not meant to put like not liquid, but like cream products on top of powder. But I find this with this, it doesn't really matter how you do it. So I just do it down the side and then across. And it just gives my skin the perfect glowiness. It's nothing too extravagant, but it's also like a really nice glow. And then just the tiniest bit on my nose. I don't put too much on my nose because I used to always put too much highlighter on my nose, and I kind of realised I didn't actually like how it looked. So now I just do like the tiniest bit. Then I just grab my finger and do the tiniest bit in the inner corner of my eyes just to give that little glow there as well. Next up is time for the eyes. So I'm going to be using this Zoeva Sweet Glamour palette. Again, I've had this for years and I barely ever used it, but recently I've been getting out again. Actually, I haven't used this in ages, and recently I got it back out again, and it's such a cute palette. Like, it's got some really beautiful colours in it. So yeah, I'm just going to grab this Spectrum B09 double-sided brush and use the fluffy end. Then I mix the 2 shades together. So I mix the shade Quite Realistic, which is this orangey browny colour, and then also the shade called Daydream, which is purple, just because I find it actually gives a really nice mix. So I just get those 2 shades, tap all the excess off, and then just simply kind of put it in my crease. So I kind of pat the outside of my eyelid and then bring it through my crease, and it just creates a really nice like bronzy but also not pink but like rosy kind of colour. I don't know how to explain it, it's just a really nice subtle colour. If you guys like to see more makeup videos, then do let me know, because I used to always do makeup videos but now I don't as much. But if that is something you'd still like to see, then let me know. And there we go, that is the eyeshadow done. And as I said, it's literally so simple and barely noticeable, but it just creates a really nice looking shadow. Because now that I've got all the powder products on my face, I like to put the brow gel on, just it makes my brows feel like slightly more fresh, I guess you could say. I don't know. It's actually a mascara that I use. This is the Collection Colour Lash All Day Wear Clear Mascara, but I like to use it for my brows because I find it works really well. Follow the natural shape of my brows, push them down a bit, and then flick the front up and then go across the top. Next up, eyelash curlers. I literally cannot not curl my eyelashes because my eyelashes stick out in all different kinds of directions. Like, they're always like so I have to use eyelash curlers. So I don't use them too long because I don't want to damage my eyelashes or anything, but it just helps to keep them in place a little bit better, I guess you could say. Okay, so for mascara, this is the Marc Big and False Lash Mascara, a brown one. It's just in the shade Brown Black. I used to use clear mascara on my eyelashes, but recently I've been using brown, and I actually find it looks really nice and adds something a little bit extra. I don't do too much because I don't like my eyelashes to stand out too much. I literally just do it to give them a bit of colour. Literally that's it, like that is all I do. And then again on the other side. What I do is I just grab the clear mascara again and put that on my bottom lashes, because I don't like to have my bottom lashes brown, but I also like them just to stand out a little bit. So there we go. Okay, next, the lips. So I always, if you guys know me, you'll know I'm a sucker for Vaseline lip balm. Like, I used to be into all the fancy, you know, Carmex that everyone uses and stuff like that. But no, nowadays, my go-to, my ride or die is Vaseline. Especially this one here, the cocoa butter one. I love this one so much. Instantly into my lips, it makes my lips feel so much better. Like, ever since I started using this, my lips never get chapped anymore and never get dry. And if, like, in the winter or whatever, they get the slightest bit dry, I put these on and they're absolutely fine. So definitely recommend this. And then on top of that, I'm just going to grab my Gosh Lumi Lips lip gloss, and this is in the shade 003 ILY. A really nice natural lip gloss. So we're now coming to the end of this makeup routine. The last thing that I do is my setting spray. It's got a tiny bit left in it. This is the Obsession Matte Fix setting spray, and because I have quite glowy makeup, I just like to do a little bit of this matte spray just to not make it too glowy. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on, and voila, we're done. Also guys, while we're at it, there's a few things I'm wearing today. For example, that are going to be featured in a video so soon that I cannot wait for you guys to see. I'm so excited. You guys might better guess, but I'm really excited for you guys to see the video when I film it. But yeah, anyways, that is this makeup routine all complete. I've been doing this for like a couple of weeks now, and I really enjoy it. Yes, this is my makeup routine all done. This is probably also the makeup routine that I'm going to use when I go back to school on Monday, which when you guys watching this will be tomorrow. So yeah, but I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing this video. My nice City makeup look all complete. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and also go and subscribe. And I'll see you all very soon for a brand new video. Bye!